Good evening and welcome live from Mullet Arena here in Tempe, Arizona to tonight's ACU, ASU, ACHA hockey broadcast alongside Caden Van Bagen and Cooper Kelsey. I'm Josh Melby. Tonight, the 3-4-1 Arizona State Sun Devils take on the number 11 6-3-0 Grand Canyon Antelopes. The first match of this year's Camelback Cup. Cooper, Caden, an exciting one on our hands tonight. What do we expect from the two squads going into the matchup?
Absolutely, Josh. It's been a pleasure to watch this team through these first three home games and then getting to come over here to Mullet and see this rivalry game unfold. I think big things to watch out for is the captain, Jack Thomas, for the Lopes. 4 assists on the year, not much offensively, but overall, he's a tone setter, and I think keeping that tone, staying out of the penalty box is going to be massive for the Lopes. You know, while they've been good on the penalty kill, it's still important to keep the momentum on your side to start the game. And then offensively, the rookie Michael Schwartz, he's got 6 goals on the year, tied with, only trailing Owen Hansen, who has 7 on the year. He's leading the Lopes as far as freshman goals go. And then, you know, it's just an exciting matchup that we're looking forward to.
Yeah, I think everyone in Arizona loves watching this matchup. The ASU GCU matchup is talked about so much in the ACHA, and like Cooper said, if GCU can stay out of the penalty box and stay disciplined, that they have a good shot to win this game. I really like how fast this GCU offense plays, and let's see how they play against this stellar ASU defense. Both teams are super fast on the ice. It's going to be which team's faster.
Yeah.
And the story for the Antelopes, I mean, they got as high as a top 10 team in the nation. They fell short in their last game. Now coming into an arena, the home arena for the Sun Devils in Mullet Arena, where the Sun Devils tend to perform pretty well. Can Grant Canyon get back on their feet, or should I say their skates tonight?
Yeah, absolutely, Josh. You know, split the series against Colorado, not exactly what we wanted, but you have to look up and understand that it's very early in the season. You've still got at least 20 games left, and you just got to make it into February and then start into March and look forward towards nationals. But you got to take it one game at a time. Like you said, it's a rivalry game at home. You want to knock them off their feet, get them on the boards.
Yeah, I definitely think they're playing with a chip on their shoulder, Josh. Like Coop said, that split the series against the Colorado Buffaloes, which is not what you want to see from this GCU team. They went to UNLV, lost those 2 games against the number 1 team in the ACHA. But I think they're just going to come here, play against this stellar ASU team, but also play with a chip on their shoulder because they have a statement to make and they want to win this game.
Yeah, a player to look out for the Sun Devils tonight, without a doubt, as the Sun Devils take the ice just a few moments away from puck drop here. But a guy to look out for the Sun Devils, that would be number 89, Matthew Gross, the forward. He's played in all 9 games this season. He has 6 goals, 10 assists paired with them, 16 points on the season. He's a threat for the Sun Devils every time they step on the rink. In Grand Canyon, they have their guys. What matchup do you expect to see there?
You know, Owen Hansen was very quiet in this last series against Colorado. I think he's going to look to get on the board early. And, you know, your defensemen like Luke Chase and Donald Savorsky, like those guys are going to have to set the tone to keep Owen off the ice. And then in the net for the Lopes, Dimitro's been a stonewall. He's got a .936 save percentage. He's 3-2, but those 2 losses are to the number 1 team in the country.
Yeah, I definitely think that, like you said, Dimitro is going to be the stonewall against Matthew Gross. I think that's going to be a great matchup in itself. Not even talking about the defense. I just think Matthew Gross against Dimitro is going to be the best matchup we'll see all night.
Yeah, and this is only the first game of the Camelback Cup. This one, it played in Tempe, Arizona. Caden Cooper, I understand that you guys are going to Prescott to call the game come Sunday.
Saturday,
that'll be just a couple days away. It's a competitive, this is an in-state rivalry. I mean, tensions are more than likely to get high in this game. We have to be awfully excited as we're just now moments away from puck drop here at Mullet Arena.
Yes, sir, Josh. And your starting lines for the Lopes is going to be Ben Oakland on the left wing, Owen Hansen in the center, and then Ricky Nelson on the right side. As far as the defensive pairs, you got Gabe Trischel and Spencer Lund.
And like we said before, in the goalie spot, number 30, Dmitro Kubichewski.
we will now go to break for the national anthem, and as Sun Devils get into starting lineups, you can expect that after, but we have a little bit of a minute right here as the Sun Devils go through their starters. Like I said, the number one guy for the Sun Devils to look out for would be Matthew Gross. As of their goalies, who will be starting for the Sun Devils today?
Josh, it's going to be Nate Glenn. He's got a .905 save percentage, 1-3-1-1 on the year, couple an overtime loss and a shootout loss. I think, it's going to be a defensive battle here. Each team is high-powered on offense, but they've got a couple good netminders, so it should be an interesting one.
Yeah, Nate Glenn, 0-2 record on the season. His most recent loss occurring October 3rd just this year. He's struggling only a sophomore, but, an absolute unit. 6'5", 205, exactly. 6'5", 205 pounds, that's the type of guy you want in between the pipes if you're the Sun Devils.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely, Josh. Like you said, we got two stellar goalies in this game, and it looks like we're going to do the national anthem real quick. Yeah, Josh, as I was saying, we love to see both these goalies in the goal tonight, but like you said before, the Camelback Cup, this is a bitter rivalry. And like I said, it's speed on the ice, but it's also physicality on the ice. And not only physicality because they're hockey guys, but physicality because of this bitter rivalry. So I'm excited to see the speed and the physicality between both these teams, because one, GCU has a chip on the shoulder after that rough loss from Colorado, and ASU with a slower start to this season, so both teams got something to play for and something to win for.
And these are two athletic programs that in general, they carry a lot of pride with them. Grand Canyon Athletics, phenomenal athletic program. And you look at Arizona State, they have a lot growing in the Big 12, coming out of the Pac-12 just a couple years ago. Obviously, this being an ACHA matchup, but just in terms of the rivalry that is between these two schools, it happens from the top, and it'll be evident in this matchup now, just moments away from opening face-off, as we get underway at Mullet Arena.
Here we go, AC. So here's Owen Hansen. All right, get in the groove here. Looks like we got Trevor Kennedy taking it up the left wing now. Intercepted by Ricky Nelson, Nelson now. Cross pass to Trishler. Trishler will take the slap shot early there on Nate Glenn.
And
Sun Devils looking to break out again. Here comes Richie. Looks like he might have got tripped up there. Just an incidental contact.
That's what you love to see from that GCU team. Instantly attacking the net, playing speed, and moving up the ice as fast as they can.
For sure. Topical now from the left side wing. And Glenn will corral it behind his own net. Sun Devils looking to reset with full pressure from the Lopes. Defenseman, here's the captain, Jack Thomas, up there at Yaket trying to defend. Shot early on Kubriski that just missed his right. And it will corral out and out of play.
So off rip, Grand Canyon getting the early opportunities, kind of setting the tone here. The Sun Devils have really kept it a little bit past into their own attacking third, but you see the Antelopes, as soon as they get it in their attacking third, crossing that blue line, taking a shot from deep, probably 30 or so feet out. It wasn't a bad look either.
No, not at all, Josh. Like you said, I think taking those shots and peppering the goalie one after another. I think puck's got to slip in sometime.
For sure. Off the face-off, the Sun Devils do win it. It was that star forward Matthew Gross who takes a shot early on Kubritsky on net. Lopes are going to look to break out here on a 2-on-2. Here goes Evan Layden. He had a very nice opening goal in the previous game for the Lopes. And they just couldn't corral the rest of it. But here comes a cross by Cade Henriksen. ASU looking to break out of the zone, but Lopes are going to say no thank you. Layden now from the high slot. Shot was deflected. ASU wants to break out again, but he sends it around the edge and into the opposite corner. Bank pass, look to get away. Icing is waved off as ASU beats it down there. Big hit in the corner. Ukele, star defenseman for the Lopes. He's been offensive production as well as some major hits. Michael Schwartz, the stellar freshman for the Lopes, is on the ice. Here goes Layden up the left side. Scramble behind the net. Schwartz goes into the corner to chase it. Heinrichsen looking to get a skate on it. He can't. Sends it out. There's Kiner. Kiner with a shot. Deflected up into the wall. Looking to be corralled now. Sun Devils looking to break out. Here goes Jake King. He's got 7 points on the year with 5 goals. Second to the forward Matthew Gross. Sun Devils looking to apply some more pressure now. Just about 3 minutes into this first period. Frischler looking to break out with the Lopes. Here comes Hansen, the co-captain. Hansen from the slot. Fires high and into the glass.
Yeah, Coop, and ASU's been doing a great job so far, keeping the forwards from GCU not too close to the goal, making them hit those long shots that are easier to stop. But except for that one right there, Owen Hansen, super close to the goal, just missed high. For sure.
Trying to be sniper like Alex Ovechkin. You know, it's worked out pretty good for him, though. He's got, what, almost 900 goals now?
For
Something
sure.
Like that. Here goes Colby Yackett now breaking out for the Lopes. Sliding over to Jack Thomas. Jack Thomas from the slot, leaves it on the wing, turned over, kept in the zone. Here's Braden Husby. Braden Husby, alternate captain. And it will deflect out of the zone, so the Lopes will have to regroup. Husby will try to take it back in, and he gets drilled. Oh, huge hit by Chadwick Charwick.
And that's exactly what I was talking about, Coop. Not only is it a speed game, but it's a physical game. Both these teams don't like each other. It's a bitter rivalry, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now.
For sure. Lopes will have to retreat once more. Head coach Danny Roy is looking to see some stuff. Here goes Husby up the right wing. He takes a shot that misses to the left side. Lopes once again will make a change. Ukele, Recal, Tommy Wardis behind the Sun Devil nets. Sun Devils looking to get it out of the zone and clear. But the Lopes are going to say no. Tabacal over there as well as Wardis looking to fight it out of that skate. Pucky's got to get moving here for the Sun Devils if they want to apply any pressure over here on Kubritsky. He's just sitting there like a duck. Good defense so far from the Lopes. We'd like to see some more scoring chances go more towards the net rather than missing wide.
For sure, Coop. GCU's doing phenomenal right now, keeping the puck on ASU's side of the ice, playing super fast, playing super off on the offensive side, not having to rely so much on defense.
For sure. Layden trying to break up that defensive play. Caden Butler carried it in the zone for the Devils, but it was deflected and sent into the corner. 3-on-2 in the corner now. Here goes Heinrichsen looking to break out. Chase from the left wing. Slapper one time. Deflected up into the net by Husby.
The one-time look right there from deep. I mean, it never really stood much of a shot, but the Sun Devils showing some aggressiveness on that last offensive possession. A good job getting it out of that near side quarter, working it towards the other side of the ice, getting a good look.
Absolutely. And that's what you want to see, Josh. Like we said, GCU defense has been playing super good for this first couple, 5 or 6 minutes. But if ASU can just put the puck near the goal and keep shooting, then it can wear down this GCU defense.
For sure. Face-off one there by Michael Schwartz, the stellar freshman for the Lopes. Lopes will look to break out once again. Here goes Husby up the left boards. Here goes Ricky Nelson. Ricky Nelson chases it into the corner but couldn't corral it. Sun Devils will look to break out from behind their own goal. Nice centering pass to Caden Butler. Here goes Gross, the stellar scorer. Intercepted by Trischler after the stick check.
Yeah, and GCU's defense is doing super good containing Gross right now. Not only is it one player, but 3 people are just putting him in and just stopping him from moving forward.
Yeah, and on that last possession, you see the triple team right there and double team in transition as one of the forwards was taking it up. So Grand Canyon with an impressive stop right there.
What a big hit from Tyler Hufford. GCU absolutely threw the ASU player into the GCU bench there. That's what we'd love to see from this GCU team, the physicality that's already been shown in this first period.
For sure, and it will be dumped in by ASU for an icing call. Early quick break here. Shots on goal, 3-2 early in favor of the Sun Devils. But as we said, it's going to be important for ASU to continue to apply that pressure on the stone wall to Dmitro Kubritsky. Offensive zone faceoff, won by the Sun Devils, which will dump it into the GCU zone. Cameron, huge hit in the corner on Colby Yockett. He came in like a hot rocket.
That's
ASU.
6'4" senior laying down the wall right there, and Connor Squarey.
And I don't think the Flash are going to see that tonight. I think we're going to see people laying the wood, absolutely just demolishing the other team. Like we just saw right there, big hit from number 9 on ASU.
For sure, Tabical will go chasing it behind the ASU net. He's got to get some offensive help, but it's a 3-on-1. Another physical game already for this ASU GCU matchup. Here's Ukele now. Ukele slides it across into the slot on Wardis. He wanted to get a shot. We got a delayed penalty, and it looks like we will have a hooking call as the Lopes will go on the early power play just under 7 minutes into this first period.
And that's what we love to see right now from GCU. Getting the quick power play, being able to play super fast on the offensive. Hopefully they can convert here and get a goal.
Yeah, as that replay shows there, ASU could not give that open chance to Tommy Wardis, and sometimes you just have to commit that penalty. But ultimately, it'll be an early 5-on-4 for the Lopes. Faceoff will be won by the Sun Devils. Sun Devils looking to clear early and kill off about 30 seconds on this power play. They might get about 20 here. Layden goes back to chase it with Ukele and Schwartz alongside. Here goes Schwartz now. Layden up the right wing. Layden looking to get an early chance. He wants to fire it across the slot. Takes it behind the net. Twirls around. Here comes Husby. Husby, Ukele. Ukele had a lot of good power play shots in the Colorado win. Layden scores from the slot. A sniper mid-range. We love to see that. Let's take a really quick look. Just an absolute setup here by Layden. Layden saw it 5-hole, and he said, yes, please, I will take that.
Evan Layden, his 5th goal of the season, is the first to strike in tonight's contest between the Sun Devils and the Antelopes. And just what a nice line drive. Gets right past Arizona State's goalie, and just like that, the Lopes are the first to tack one on.
Absolutely, and we were saying at the beginning of the game, ASU was doing a good job keeping GCU away from the net, but like Cooper said, we got snipers, and Evan Layden aimed down sights and shot it in.
Absolutely. You know, adding to his total from the previous Lopes game against Colorado where he had the opening goal. And that's exactly what you want to see out of your young guys if you're Danny Roy.
Statement goal, Coop, especially like we talked about that split series against Colorado. This is a perfect start for this GCU team.
Yeah,
sure.
And Layden, I mean, he's missed a few games this season, has only played 5 out of Grand Canyon's 9. So to get a goal like that, not to mention in only 5 games, that's his 5th goal. Just a phenomenal season the kid's been having.
For sure. He's averaging just over a point a game. Some Sidney Crosby level numbers. Here's Owen Hansen now with a shot that is deflected up into the netting by Nate Glenn.
Now, in this lineup change, you see Gross for the Sun Devils take his first breather of the game, probably much needed. He was definitely applying pressure against Grand Canyon's defense. It'll be interesting to see what the offense looks like now for Arizona State. But first, face off on this near dot in Arizona State territory.
And it looks like we got GCU number 18, Thomas Kaner, taking the ice for the first time. Let's see what we can do for this Lopes offense.
For sure. Connor was also another massive motivator in that Colorado win. And Connor looking to apply some pressure again here in the defensive zone for the Lopes. Jack Thomas looking to corral and get it out. But it is intercepted at the blue line by Chadwick. 5 into the corner. Lopes have got to get it out of the zone here. ASU has applied pressure and looks like they will be going on a power play.
Can't do that there for the GCU Lopes. Looks like they're playing patty cake with the puck in the backside, and then you get a penalty for a power play. That's just not what you want to see from the Lopes right now.
For sure, and it will be Colby Yockett going to the box. He's got 6 assists on the year, and so even up the penalties, and will ASU convert as GCU did?
Now, Arizona State, their offense can play with high speed. They can get towards the goal. They want to put as many players in front, really just looking to have multiple threats in front of the goal, and now they have the numbers advantage. We'll see what they can do. And as Gross gets back in, takes a shot right there.
Especially good for ASU having Gross on this ice right now with the power play. Their leading goal scorer, leading point scorer with 16 points in the season, 6 goals and 10 assists.
I would like to say that's 4th in all of the ACHA as far as points go, or at least the WCHL.
Phenomenal for Mr. Matthew Gross.
For sure, and that one is cleared out of the zone by the Lopes. A couple early shots by the Sun Devils, including one from Gross. And the shots on goal total now 4-3 in favor of the Lopes. Here comes Gross now, looking to mount another early rush in this power play. He dumps it off for King, who sends it back around into the behind the Lopes net. And Lopes have got to clear once more. Try to keep in by Chadwick, and it will clear once more. Husby will go to chase it down. He might want one.
And you love that hustle from Husby there. GCU clears the puck, and Husby's like, no, I want that puck back. Speeding down the ice with great speed and just stopping that ASU defender.
Absolutely. 57 seconds here to go on this Lopes penalty kill, and it's exactly what you want to see. We had talked about, got to set the tone early. You got a power play goal, but you have a chance for ASU to get back in it here.
Yeah, we talked about discipline, but also GCU is really good at killing these power plays like we're seeing right now. Their defense is playing phenomenal.
Good shot off the wing there by number 19. We do not have a number.
Ty Marchant right there.
Thank you.
From the right wing.
But a good glove deflection by Kubritsky. And we have just under 20 seconds to go here on this penalty kill. 9:30 remaining in this first period.
The Lopes have done a good job thus far. That shot from Marchant being one of the Sun Devils' leading scorers as well. Great look for ASU. They only have 10 seconds to make something happen right here.
For sure. ASU fighting for it in the corner. Nobody wants to give. Shot chance close. That just deflects off the blocker of Kubritsky, who sends it in the corner. And it is back to full strength for the Lopes.
It's a good look right there from
Tommy Wardis. Yes, another good look for Marchant. And Tommy Wardis got pinned over by the ASU bench. Caden Shurchik going into the corner. He had a goal. He had a shorthanded goal in the previous game for the Lopes against Colorado. And that puck deflects into the Lopes zone. Here's another scoring chance. That one goes off the post. Good shot there by Connor Squeary. Would have been his first of the year. Dumps it in. Here goes another opportunity for Tyler Kylie Ram. Lopes intercepted in the slot. Looking to break out. Here goes Evan Layden. He's got a goal early here in this game. Layden dancing on the opposite circle. Leaves it for Nelson. Excuse me, Heinrichsen. Heinrichsen now back to Layden. Oh, he made it drop. What a stangle by Evan Layden.
Juked him out of his skates there, Coop.
Absolutely. Spencer Lund fired one in, but it was deflected. No chance to go on the net. And we got I don't want to say a fight, but some roughing going on that short corner. Trischler wants to dump it back into the zone for the Lopes. Crowd in the neutral zone. Savitsky will fire it on the net, and no chance. Lopes looking to break out once more. ASU thus far has only let one through, and they're looking to apply some pressure themselves, but have not had full strength.
Absolutely, Coop.
Here's Husby now, looking to break out with Schwartz. Michael Schwartz could not convert. Here goes Tabacal off the line change.
And
he sends it into the corner.
You know what's hate that right there for the ASU offense? Just miss a little pass. If that pass is going, they're moving up the ice and have a chance to score.
Yeah, lots of early turnovers from both teams. More so for the Sun Devils. Kobayake will keep it in the zone for the Lopes. Scrambles. Here goes Hewlin now from the neutral zone. Once again, the puck just gets away from him. That could be an early narrative here. Lots of early turnovers. Layden and Kiner have been applying a lot of early pressure. Here's Owen Hansen, the co-captain. behind the ASU net.
Huppenkeiner barely missed that puck. If he can get control of that, there's another chance to score.
Yes, very sloppy offense here for both sides so far. There's been no true scoring chances since that late-in goal on the power play. That one is dumped in towards Kubritsky, corralled behind the net by the Lopes, looking to break out once more. Jack Thomas gets lit up.
And Squary's just really going after the Antelopes, especially as he's playing kind of the wings for the Sun Devils. If he sees somebody looking to go the other way with it full GCU, he's pinning
Dumped in. Ricky Nelson had a chance. And it will be called.
Like you said with ASU's number 2 Squarey, that's like his 3rd or 4th hit this game. And he's just pinning his ears back. He's going, he's laying the wood on these GCU players.
And a big opportunity right there for the Antelopes, and Richard Nelson had the one-on-one right in front of the goal, but the Sun Devils kill the fast break. Still 1-0 in favor of Grand Canyon.
Tommy Wardis and Jake King step into the circle in the neutral zone. Wardis couldn't win the faceoff, but possession will be retained by the Lopes. Looks like Nate Glenn wanted to come out of his crease there to play that puck, and it might not have gone his way. Wardis now on the far corner. He slides it out, but it is turned over, corralled by Squarey. Cameron dumps it into the zone. Austin Cameron now. Husby once again. Here goes Wardis. Wardis for Serchik. Serchik gets hit, and the ref might have got clipped with that stick.
The ref getting caught up along this near side wall right there. He's all right, though, but a lot of hits, a lot of pins up against the wall this game. They're going to have to be keeping their head on the swivel for that. We anticipated a high physical game.
Like we said, the Camelback Cup, high physical game, high-speed game. And like you said, these people got to have their head on a swivel because you never know when you're going to get hit.
For sure. 3-on-3 opportunity here for the Lopes, but that one is turned over in the neutral zone. Regain possession, Heinrichsen. Heinrichsen from the right side slot. That one was deflected into the corner. No chance. Tabacal now. He regains possession. Leaves it out there for Heinrichsen in the corner. He loses it. There's Layden. He's got the goal. Layden, high slot. Here's Trischler. Trischler from the right wing. Dumps it in behind the net. Look for a bank pass, but couldn't get it. Tabacal now. Layden. Outside to Nelson. Trischler. Correction, Michelin Pelletier. That one was deflected right into the gut of the ASU defender. Michelin Pelletier had that shorthanded goal against the Buffaloes on Sunday, which was a defining goal as it gave the Lopes a lead.
Absolutely. And that pickup from Trischler there, it was a good job of him staying on his skates and being able to keep the puck in his possession.
For sure. We've got a puck lift, and it will go into the Lope side circle.
So, through about just over 16 or just over 15 minutes of action, it really has been what we were expecting. High speed, high physicality. The main takeaway through just over 15 minutes is just the fact that the Antelopes were able to tack one on early, and now the Sun Devils are forced with playing against the number 11 team in the nation. It's catch up the rest of the way. Can they eventually tack one on?
Yeah, like we said pregame, this Lopes team plays fast and they play quick and they just shoot the puck. Like I said before, there's snipers on the far side, but if they get close, they can put it in. And like Evan Layden was able to snipe it and put it in. So yeah, ASU is having to play on the quick offensive, and GCU's able just to sit back and play their own game.
Quest from the right wing dumps it into Cade Olsen, and Dmitro Kubritsky was right there to shut him down, and he's getting stomped on right now.
Olsen has his head in just about a headlock right there.
Let's take a quick look at that chance for the Sun Devils. It's just a great chance into the slot that was dumped in by Cade Olsen. And that's exactly what you want to see after giving up that early goal. You got to see some pressure applied in the Lope zone, and Kubritsky will get a chance to catch his breath.
Yeah, I mean, he has to. Kubritsky right there had to have been the best look for the Sun Devils thus far this game. And Cade Olsen, I mean, he's one-on-one, eye-to-eye with Kubritsky, and after you can see the tension just continuing to build throughout this game, you'd have to imagine Olsen exchanged a word or two, or vice versa. Either it could be Kubritsky talking about, oh, I got the big stop right there because what a stop that was, or Olsen talking about, boy, you caught a break, because a big opportunity for the Sun Devils that they were not able to take advantage of. Still a little bit of a squabble up, but the ref killed it quickly. 3:52 left to go in the first period. It's still Grand Canyon's advantage 1-0.
Yeah, and with that squabble, that's not something uncommon between these two teams. I know we've said it over and over again, but these two teams have a rivalry. They have some tension, and it looks like it's boiling over.
Gross wins the faceoff for the Sun Devils, but possession would be retained by them on the blue line. Here comes Caden Butler now from the corner. He dumps it in behind Kubritsky. Spencer Lund fighting behind the Lopes net. Here goes Ben Oakland now. Haven't seen much action out of him. Here goes Braden Husby off that dump. Husby looking for a chance from the slot. Fires one in. Went to go 5-hole. Oakland off the rebound. Could not get one to go. A scramble in front, and it is cleared by the Sun Devils.
And Gross just poked that one out. Sorry, Caden, but Gross just poked that one out. It was hanging right in front of Glenn in Arizona State's goal.
Yeah, Glenn, there is exactly what you were talking about. Gross leads one for Carter Newland. He collects his second goal on the year, and that one was right in front of Kubritsky. Great pass as Gross wrapped around the net, and he saw Newland coming into the left wing, and he just tapped it in. Kubritsky, good chance, but now we're knotted up again at 1-1.
And that's the speed that the Sun Devils play with. I mean, we're literally talking about the save that the Sun Devils had on the end just in the matter of seconds before the goal. They're immediately able to turn it over. Beautiful puck movement. They find the back of the net. It's Carter Newland knotting it up 1-1 for Arizona State in their home arena here at Mullet.
Yeah, speaking of that save, Matthew Gross obviously smacked that puck out of the way. It was just sitting like a duck in front of the net. But also, Nate Glenn had two monster saves right before that puck was sitting there. Without those two things, that goal does not happen. So props to Matthew Gross and props to Nate Glenn there for stellar defense.
Absolutely. Trischler did keep it in the zone. It looked like it had a chance to ricochet out, but it would not. Ref said it stayed in. Wardis now working along the short wall. He lays a hit in on number 20, Luke Chase. Lopes looking to play some defense once more with just under 2.5 minutes to go in this first period. Looks like a delayed penalty will come, and it will be a power play, but it was waved offsides, rather. Travical ricocheted off his stick and up into the netting.
That one nearly finding its way out into the stanchions as it was really flying down this near side wall. Yeah. Just started to kind of carry up along. It was above the wall, well above the wall, but started to carry its way out.
Yeah, I think that puck wanted to go get a drink.
That would have been a game puck. Get that signed.
Yeah, right. Sure.
Heiner and Heinrichsen laying some sticks on the Sun Devils there. Here goes number 24, Coley Yackett, looking to corral it for the Lopes. Ricky Nelson, he got hip checked.
Able to play through that hit and keep the puck moving forward. Beautiful play there from Ricky Nelson.
Nelson gets laid out in center ice. Huge hit there by the Sun Devils.
None other than Connor Squarey. He's laid down the biggest hits in that, the biggest of the evening, making a safe judgment call here and checking himself out. And now, both teams, I mean, just an absolute shove down right there. Tensions are rising. It's Jake King
and Ricky Nelson. You know, Nelson understandably has to be upset about that hit. We're going to give you guys another look at that. Here comes Squarey, and Nelson leaves it out for him, and Squarey just lays it to the head. And Squarey, being a forward, playing more like a defenseman tonight there, Josh.
Yeah, that is not what you expect going into this game, especially as a forward, having to get tangled up like that against Connor Squarey, not a guy you want to mess with. I mean, a senior presence for the Sun Devils, and he's setting the tone early on in the first period.
Yeah, absolutely, Josh. We talked about it like throughout this whole game. He's the one that's been laying most of the hits. And like I said, Ricky Nelson plays the puck forward, but then Ricky Nelson just gets a lick hit on him by Squarey. It's beautiful tension. We love seeing this from this ASU GCU game.
And Squarey really hanging his head on the bench over there after kind of laying down a hit. Seems to be awfully upset with himself, but he set the tone, and I don't think it's hurt the Devils one bit thus far.
Not at all. Matthew Gross wins that near side face-off of Kubritsky. Shot fired in by Olsen towards Kubritsky, who gloves it down for the save. And Owen Hansen, again, I think we need to see, if you're the Lopes, you need to see more offensive action from him, even if it's just getting into the zone and getting him opportunities and looking for assists. Hansen has been a face-off weapon alongside Tommy Wardis and Nash Jacobsma, who we have not seen yet.
Not at all. And like you said, I think just giving Owen Hansen the ability to get these shots in and get him these looks, one of them's bound to go in.
For sure, Husby beats the icing, so the Sun Devils will not get the chance to reset. Hansen gets pinned by 2 Sun Devil players on the far side short wall. Sun Devils looking to break out one more time with a minute to go here in this first period. It is a 1-1 game. Shots on goal 11-7 in favor of the Sun Devils. Lopes will make a change. Dumped in to the far side corner. Here's Trischler looking to break out. Here's Heinrichsen going to chase that puck deep into the Sun Devil zone. Trischler intercepts in the neutral zone. Here comes Heinrichsen, 1-on-3. Heinrichsen wants a chance. He dumps it for Oakland. Oakland fires a shot that was deflected off the skate of Nate Glenn. Good chance there, but even better goaltending. That one fired in once again from the far side wing.
And you almost wish a GCU forward was there to just poke the puck in. The pokes come in the far side where Nate Glenn is not looking and the puck needs to slip in there.
For sure, Wardis corrals that shot that went off the backside wall. Trischler chases it in. He gets pinned. That might have been a charge. 2 seconds to go here in the first period, and that will wrap it up for this first period. 1-1 score. Shots 11-8 in favor of the Sun Devils. Each goalie allowing one in. Kabritsky again with a 3-2 record, and Nate Glenn with a 1-3, 1-1 record. Good first period action.
Great first period action. There's no question about it. The Lobes being the first to tack one on the board. The Sun Devils knotting it up, and you can just tell that this one will be a good game from start to finish.
For sure.
Absolutely. I love what I'm seeing from both the teams here. And like we said, the most physical and most fast team is going to win this game. And ASU, like Coop said, ASU is winning the shots on goal with 11-8. And I would just love GCU to be able to let Owen Hansen do his magic, work his craft, and put a goal in. But Matthew Go's playing phenomenal, being able to set up that one goal to Carter Newland for the ASU Sun Devils. And in the beginning of the game, we got that power play by
Evan Layden, number 8, sniped it from the blue line, little above the blue line, little before the blue line, absolutely sniped it, shot it in. Stellar offense from both these teams so far.
Yeah, and the Lobes have their guys that need to step up, and there are definitely some threats for the Sun Devils that can make some noise in the second period. Moving forward, 15 minutes on the clock for the intermission in between the first and the second. You are watching ASU ACHA Hockey on the ASU ACHA Hockey YouTube channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back inside Mullet Arena for this ACHA hockey matchup between the ASU Sun Devils and the GCU Antelopes. Really, really good first period out of both squads. Early power play goal by Evan Layden to open up the scoring, then followed by a beautiful cross pass by Matthew Gross, and then a finish from Carter Newland. He collects his second on the year. Again, Kubritsky has been great on the year, has a .936 save percentage entering tonight. And then Nate Glenn enters the night. Really, again, we talked about that fast pace that we needed to see, and what also that establishment of the pace as along with keeping off the penalties.
Yeah, absolutely. I think discipline and speed is the way that this one of the teams are going to win this game. Like you said before, GCU's had I'm pretty sure it's 2 power plays for ASU, 1 power play for GCU.
It's 1-1.
1-1 right now, and beautiful from the first period. If either of these teams can stay off, like putting people in the box and giving the other team a power play and a better chance to score, then they're going to win this game.
Yep, it's been an exciting first period. Welcome back to ASU ACHA Hockey YouTube channel. An exciting one at Grand Canyon. They sit at number 11 in the nation for the ACHA, looking to protect such a high ranking. Arizona State unranked. They got as high as 24 this season. The Lobes, they got as high as 10. They are coming off of a loss, looking to bounce back. As for the Sun Devils, they're looking to tack a Game 1 win of the Camelback Cup on tonight. These two teams will rematch in Prescott, Arizona, in Grand Canyon territory on Saturday, the second game of the series, rivalry series. They make a deal out of it, to say the least. This game being the Camelback Cup, the next one being Grand Canyon's version of that. It's a big deal. Both teams really want this one, so we can expect a lot out of these next couple of periods.
Yeah, absolutely. The journey for the Cup begins today, and we'll see where it goes. It looks like these teams are going to go to war against each other. We'll see who comes out on the other side the winner.
Absolutely. And Connor Squarey has been a tone setter here tonight. He's got multiple hits. We've got a large one on number 28, Ricky Nelson, right here in center ice. That is exactly what we want to see.
Yeah, so both teams out for the second period. Opening face-off in circle for the Sun Devils right there was Ben Chase. And the Sun Devils winning a quick shot. That one off the mark, deflected, now working on that far wall. Poked out right there, now working with it here. It's Olsen. In front of goal, going the other way, it's Grand Canyon. Now Chadwick, beyond goal and poking that one away, it's Kubritsky. So the Sun Devils continuing to apply pressure right here. There's Gross. Batted away by Grand Canyon, now working, trying to get it towards the middle third. Crosses the blue line, but not to a possession other than the Sun Devils. Tyler Merchant knocking on over into Grand Canyon territory right here. Now with it, it's Butler. Lost and picked off by the Antelopes. Here goes Nelson. Nelson behind the crease. Now working it up the far side wall. Here's a shot from the blue line. That one pass batted down towards the near side goal. The Antelopes working on the near side wall right here. Now behind goal line. That one picked off by the Sun Devils.
Ricky Nelson looked for Owen Hansen there in that slot that was just deflected away by the Sun Devils.
I'm loving what I see right now from the Sun Devils offense and defense. Playing quick on the offensive side and playing super, super strong on this defensive side. What a great start to the second period for the ASU Sun Devils.
Yeah, good fundamentals there from the ASU defense.
Now the Sun Devils trying to get it into the middle third. It's in Grand Canyon territory right here, controlling the puck with it. It's Carter Newland has the lone goal for the Sun Devils. Now flying up the ice, it's Butler. Butler far side, gets past the layer of defense. Crowd in by Grand Canyon right here with it, Thomas. Thomas working it further up the far side. Jack Quet with it. Quet to Thomas. Yaquet loses it. Now Sun Devils going the other way. Cameron, a nice little right to left tap right there. Corralled by Chase. Chase slaps it behind goal line here. Now back up for King. Working from the right wing, it's the Sun Devils. Now left wing, it's King. Now one looks like a little attempt at a shot, batted away by GCU. Now back and forth behind as it works its way around, rings around all the way towards Sun Devil territory. No Grand Canyon Antelopes there, and it will be called icing.
Much needed icing there for the Lopes. As much as you don't get that change, you got to get that stoppage in place. This has been a quick 3 minutes elapsed so far. Cameron had a really nice chance there from the right wing that just was deflected by the Lopes defenders.
Yeah, absolutely. This 3 minutes is looking like it's been in ASU's hands the whole entire time for the second period. Playing quick on offense, absolutely peppering Dimitro in the goal, and Glenn's just sitting pretty right there on the ASU goal.
Kin beats Henriksen on the face-off on the near dots. Now left wing ringing around the far side wall. Corralled by Grand Canyon with it. Thomas behind goal. Thomas trying to get past the layer of defense. Batted away. Sun Devils now. Tried working around. Unable to do so. Puck working past the blue line. Picked off by the Sun Devils. Here's King. King. Shot or a pass. Nonetheless, Glenn is able to get it into the mitt.
Looked like a little bit of a volleyball play right there. Bump set right into Dimitrio's glove.
Dimitro was sitting there like an outfielder just on a routine fly ball.
Yep. Waving the arm saying, I got it. Was able to stop the puck.
I got it.
Kubritsky Jr., 6 foot, 175 pounds, has had a good season thus far for Grand Canyon. They've had a good night so far as well, as Grand Canyon clears out of Arizona State territory. They cross the blue line in front of the goal line here. A miscommunicated, couldn't connect on a pass right there. Trying to get the pass off.
You almost wish there was someone backdoor there to just slap the puck right into the back of the net. That's happened twice now in this game. Nate Glenn's looking to the other side and no one's backdoor to put the puck in the back of the net.
Yeah, Michael Schwartz came hot around that left side of Glenn, and you just didn't see Hansen ready for it.
Phenomenal speed from the rookie here, Michael Schwartz. We love what he's doing here with the GCU Lopes.
So Schwartz with it gets checked by Kilo from the Sun Devils. Now in the middle third. Up ice. Kind of ringing around directly behind the goal. Now Grand Canyon going the other way here.
Good centering pass there from Connor, just missed it. ASU on a 4-on-2 now.
Sliding behind the red line right here. Grand Canyon sending a double team towards Ben Chase. Ben Chase loses it. Grand Canyon ringing it around. Chase is able to get the puck back. It's a lot of back and forth. Both teams fighting for it. Grand Canyon trying to put together the defensive stop here. Chase pass get further down past the red line now. Directly behind goal. Puck ringing around far side. Pinned, it's Chase.
Looks like
pinned closely there by Trischler.
Owen Cross was riding a rocking horse stick in that far corner. Just got a little tied up there with Gabe Trischler.
So Marchant, the on point right here, actually a defender for the Sun Devils, kind of working it all the way past the blue line. That would be Grand Canyon's. Now Grand Canyon crossing the blue line. They have it in Sun Devil territory, and it's quickly batted away. Good piece of defense from Butler right there. Gets up to Marchant. Marchant clears the ice. No offenders for the Sun Devils there to corral it in Grand Canyon. Now going the other way. So pushing the break, it's Hansen. Hansen guarded closely. Has to get it off. Sun Devils going the other way with it. And Kubritsky's able to get his stick on it. And now Grand Canyon trying to work it right back. Stolen away by the Sun Devils. It's working in front of goal. Grand Canyon has possession here, but have it in the middle third. Crossing the blue line. Now on the near side wall, getting all the way towards goal. One player loses his stick. Behind goal right here. Trying to get it in front. Looking for number 15 in Tabacol. Couldn't connect. Puck clears. Ref blows the play dead. And a big opportunity for the Antelopes, just unable to capitalize.
Yeah, and this is just phenomenal defense right now from both teams. Literally, this is a tug-of-war match right now. They're going one way, they're going the other way. They're pulling back and forth. It's a standstill. It's a fight. And no team's able to put the puck in the back of the net. The defenses are playing phenomenal right now.
For sure. Just under 7 minutes elapsed here in the second period. Once again, fast-paced second period.
Heinrichsen in the circle for the Lopes. It was Gross in the circle for the Sun Devils. Both teams still fighting for possession on the far side. Ultimately carried away by the Sun Devils. Working with it behind goal right here is Carter Newland. Newland has the lone goal for Arizona State. Occurred in the first period. Picked off by the Antelopes. They're going the other way. It's Tabacol. Couldn't keep it in possession. Puck worked all the way back down. And now flying up the near side into Arizona State territory. Grand Canyon looking for an opportunity right here, trying to cause some physicality, get this puck back as Arizona State tries to clear it. King trying to get past the layer of defense, unable to do so. Puck now shot from deep. Just kind of trying to clear the ice, so Grand Canyon can make a quick substitution. They were able to do so flawlessly right there. Now that it is in Grand Canyon territory, they are going to try to clear it right here. They have to get past. They have it in the middle third.
This sloppy offense from the Lopes, they can't maintain possession in the ASU zone, is reminding me of the 2020 Penguins. Very, very sloppy, but you know, there'll be some chances here as Kiner gets hip checked. Here goes Schwartz up the left side now.
Yeah, Schwartz able to bring it right back.
And kind of got checked by the one who's been getting hit all game, Connor Squarey. He's been laying the hits all game. It looks like Connor Squarey is going in the box.
So Squarey off to the box for the Sun Devils in the first period. He laid out a massive hit about halfway through that first period. And he went back, he kind of hung his head for a little bit. He's been the tone setter for Arizona State. Now it's finally caught up and cost him. Is going into the box. 2 minutes for the 4-on-5 in favor of the Antelopes. So with this faceoff being far side right dot in Arizona State territory, it's a huge opportunity for the Antelopes. It's Oakland in there for GCU, wins it, bats it back. Now with it, Paquette gets it in front of goal. Couldn't connect, but the shot right there was from Nelson. And now puck back towards the near side. And no longer in scoring position for the Antelopes. But they had a good look on what they need. Still a minute 35 on the penalty. The Antelopes are 1 for 1 in penalty. They were able to get their first goal with a numbers advantage. Unable to do anything on that break right here, but they have it right wing. Now left wing with it. It's Thomas. Thomas working point, takes a deep shot.
Good screen. Good screen there by Ricky Nelson to give Jack Thomas a chance. And Connor and Hansen got tied up by themselves behind the netminder for the Sun Devils. And Nate Glenn, just good chance there, seeing that puck all the way through Ricky Nelson and getting that stop. Heinrichsen will step into the circle now.
Heinrichsen for the Antelopes. It's Chase in there for the Sun Devils. Heinrichsen's able to get that one with assist from Husby getting on the ice. Now they have it left wing. Now right wing. Back at point. Trying to get it inside. Can't connect with any of the forwards right there. Now back and forth on the near side wall right here.
It's almost looking like GCU's playing in the post here. They're playing with their backs, trying to get the puck to squeak in, but Nate Glenn is being a stonewall right now, blocking the puck, and they're going to kill this power play. They've got 45 seconds left. Let's see if GCU can go on a run here and put the puck behind the net.
Gavin Ukili trying to get up ice. Bounces it off the near side wall. Marchant corrals it for the Sun Devils. It rings around. Worked its way from the near side wall all the way around and down towards Grand Canyon territory. Ukili back in possession for the Antelopes behind GCU's goal right here.
Less than 20 seconds left on this power play. GCU's got to get a move on if they want to convert on this power play.
Tommy Wardis up the near side wall. Can't find any offensive opportunity, so here it is at point. It's
Squarey is up and ready, and he will come out of the box now. We're back to full strength.
Sun Devils regain Squarey back to 5-on-5 as the Antelopes continue to try to get some offense going. Double teamed on the near side wall now. Triple to both 3 Antelopes forwards, 3 Sun Devils defenders there. Sun Devils poked it out. They fly at a beautiful pass right there, and now pushing the break is Kylie Ram. Kylie Ram up, kind of working around the goal. Gets it behind the goal, back to Ram. Ram shot, that one doesn't connect. Kylie Ram gets it right back, the rebound. On the rebound, tries to pass it towards point. It's kind of picked off right here. Grand Canyon going the other way. A shot off the face of Glenn. Rebound, Grand Canyon. Shot again. The third one can't go. It was Surchik. Surchik fighting back for the rebound. He gets possession. Arizona State behind the net now. Right wing, Grand Canyon.
So many missed opportunities there from that GCU offense. Nate Glenn playing phenomenal defense, but GCU just couldn't convert on those mistakes there from that defense. And that's one that GCU needs to have back, and they definitely want that one back.
Yeah, Nelson and Surchik just had chances that missed as that puck goes flying into the PA box.
Game puck.
Game puck into the PA box, is able to just hand it right back to the referee right there. That's a stoppage of play that you needed after an exciting, it gives the Sun Devils a chance to take a breath. Nate Glenn had all of Grand Canyon really going after him on that last possession. He gets to take another toll. They got out of it, and the Sun Devils, as for Grand Canyon, they're looking to put him in another tough position just like that. Face off on the right dot in Grand Canyon territory, run by the Antelopes. Pushing the break right here is Oakland. Oakland on the left near side wall, brought down hard by Marchant. Now up the near side, they have it left wing. Grand Canyon shot, saved, just barely saved by Glenn, and Marchant lays down another hit. Clear frustration from these two teams, getting heated over something. The deep left wing shot, I believe it was from Lund.
Pelletier fired that one in towards Glenn, and it was a incidental contact by Ricky Nelson. There was no chance for him he just missed it. He got run into, and it'll be likely a misconduct for Marchant that could be up to 2 minutes.
Yeah, and it's looking like it's going to be a 4-on-4 for this team, but I don't care what happens. You can't do that for the ASU. You have a power play and you just throw it in the trash and make it a 4-on-4 with the extracurricular activity.
Yeah, Nelson just kind of got tangled up, like you said, the unintentional contact on that one. And Marchant, it's been fired up. It's a high emotional game, especially the Camelback Cup, and you kind of see it right there. Marchant was getting active in that possession alone. Threw a couple jabs in the second one. It's going to be called more likely in the first one every time, and it puts the 4-on-4. Thankfully for the Sun Devils, no advantage for Grand Canyon here, as we will be playing 4v4 for the next 2 minutes. Matthew Gross still on the ice for the Sun Devils, capable of getting a goal at any time, and this opens up the ice for him a little bit.
Absolutely. One less player, so much room for opportunity. Right now we're looking at the shots on goal. We got 16 in favor of the Lopes, 13 in favor of ASU. Let's see what they can do here on this 4-on-4.
4-on-4 brings faster paced offense for both teams, and I think that's something you have to look forward to if you're the Lopes.
George pitches it back to Ukele. Ukele now gets it up to point. That one can't go. Lund gets the rebound. Now double teamed behind the goal. Rings it around towards that far side wall. Sun Devils going the other way. It's Gross taking the fast break by himself. The puck slid. Got all the way to Kabritsky's stick, and he just poked it out. And didn't have too much going on.
You love the back pedal speed there from Schwartz. That rookie being able to look Gross in the eye and be like, no, I'm staying here. I'm playing defense. I'm going to backpedal and put pressure on you. And amazing defense from Demetrios Stonewall right there.
I'm reminded of Mighty Ducks 3 when Coach O'Brien is talking to our boy Charlie Conway about make a first move, and that's exactly what Michael Schwartz did.
Now the Sun Devils have it right wing. Here's Chadwick. Chadwick looking for the shot. That one left of the pipe of the right side of Kabritsky right there. Had a shot, but didn't go. Now the Lopes the other way. Falling to the ground is Tabby gets back up, has it on the left wing, 2 defenders in front of him, loses the puck. Great piece of defense right there from Jake King. King has it now in the middle third. Now crossing the blue line, shot!
Great save.
Saved by Kabritsky.
He said, give me that, snagged it out of the air and saved the puck. Looking like a little more extracurricular activities after the stoppage, and looks like tension's just boiling over, and it's just boiling over. Like we said, very physical game. I just hope that these players can keep their cool and keep it a cleaner game.
Yeah, it's heating up right now. Still 1-1. Both of those goals coming from both teams in the first period. 23 seconds on the clock for both of these teams. Original penalty, but Grand Canyon picked up another one on that last possession.
Yeah,
Fellas, what did we see go down there?
It's going to be 2 minutes for Jack Nelson for roughing. And, again, these penalties are expected to come along as this has been a physical game. You just got to go on the Lopes penalty kill again.
It's 3-on-4 here in favor of ASU. Let's see if this GCU defense can put a stop to this.
10 seconds on the initial penalty. That point right here, it's the Sun Devils. Gross takes a shot, that one right of the left pipe. Rebound, King for Arizona State. Gets it to Gross on left wing. Gross swings right to Chadwick. Chadwick to Marchant. Marchant shot, saved once more. Rebound, Sun Devils, it's King. Marchant has it once more. Gets it up to the point. Chadwick to Gross. Gross shot. That one didn't even get all the way to Kabritsky. Now Marchant has it.
Lopes have got to give Kabritsky a rest here. They've got to look for a way to clear. This could be their chance, and that's a great defensive job. Looks like the ref got hit in the stomach there. Puffer gets it out for just a second so the Lopes can make a quick change.
Marchant poking it around the defender, but has another layer to get past. It's cleared. Great job from Grand Canyon clearing the puck right there. Prevented the Arizona State offensive goal on that last possession. Did it pretty soundly, too, to say the least. I mean, the puck got to Kabritsky a handful of times. He was able to just kind of bat it away each and every time. Never gave the Sun Devils too much of a shot in that last possession.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's only a matter of time before that puck slips in. And that's a beautiful clear there for that GCU defense. And we got 51 seconds left on the power play for ASU. So let's see if GCU can end this and kill it.
51 seconds on the power play. Face off on that right dot in ASU territory. Won by Arizona State. Working up ice, it's Kate Olsen. Swings it back. Trying to work point right here. Working with it, it's Newland. Newland still with it. Swings it even further right for Friesen. Friesen gets it up to Olsen. Olsen left wing. But really deep, I mean at the blue line now. Rings around. Behind goal, both teams fighting past that red line. The goal line extended.
That's going to be a
to the
trip.
ground right there. Definitely. Ref blows the whistle, like you said, could be called a tripping on Squarey, who's having a tough night. Would be his second penalty.
It won't be Sequeira. It'll be Gabe Frischler. Again, sticks got tied up. Incidental contact, but it's just the way it falls sometimes.
And that can't happen for GCU right now. It's back to a 3-on-5. 15 seconds left until it's back to a regular power play. We'll see if GCU can hold off for 15 seconds to put Jack Thomas back on the ice.
So in the face-off circle right here for the Sun Devils, as they have the 5-on-3 advantage, is Jake King. Both teams fighting for the possession on that face-off, but the ice, it's in Arizona State territory as there's only 4 seconds left on the clock for Thomas's power play, or penalty. Muller swings left wing with it, King. King stopped on a dime, dropping one defender, gets back on his feet. That would be Husby.
Way to put your body on the line there for Husby, sliding to block the puck. That there wasn't a shot there because he blocked the path there. Beautiful block there from Husby.
Gross trying to work through some traffic, isn't able to do so, but Butler has the rebound, tries to turn around the goal, take a little turnaround shot. Cannot get that done. Grand Canyon clears the puck.
That one goes from the far circle into the netting behind Glenn. That was a slap shot if I've ever seen
I
one.
think we call that a home run in baseball. That was a beautiful slap shot to clear the puck right to the other side.
That's like George Springer going yard against the Mariners. Unfortunately, Caden, it was the Mariners, but that's okay.
George Springer has had himself quite the postseason, but this game has been quite the game as well. Chadwick has at the point. Swings left to Gross. Gross shot! It's past a couple layers of defense. Kabritsky didn't know what hit him. The leading scorer for the Sun Devils in Matthew Gross puts his 7th on of the year. His 4th leading scorer in terms of points in the ACHA, and gives the Sun Devils a 2-1 advantage here at Mullet Arena.
Yeah, and it was bound to happen. Matthew Gross coming into the game with 16 points, 10-6, 6 goals. It was bound to happen for him to put the puck at the back of the net, and it happened there.
Dang good play for the Sun Devils right there. Can definitely build some momentum for Sparky.
You know, as much as that's a much needed goal for the Sun Devils, because now the low 3-2-1 disadvantage and their momentum is all on their side, especially with 2 consecutive penalties.
And now puck in Grand Canyon territory right here, fighting for possession. For the Sun Devils, it's Kennedy. Now double teamed, working in there for Grand Canyon. It's Wardis kind of poking it out. Looks like he's able to poke it out, and it gets into possession of Trishler. Trishler ringing it around. Grand Canyon trying to advance this puck further up the ice. Picked off by the Sun Devils. No offense right there, however. A lot of back and forth at the middle third. In between the 2 blue lines. Puck going right at the ref's head. Chase gets it in for the Sun Devils. 3:20 on the clock in this second period. Arizona State up 2-1. Puck in Grand Canyon territory here. Ringing around near side wall. Up in the air.
Lopes have got to give Nate Glenn some action down there if they're going to equalize this. It has been very sloppy. They've spent a lot of time in their own zone. That one was fired by Trishler from the blue line. First shot he's seen in probably 3 or so minutes.
And just like that, puck works its way back down. But like you said, they gave Glenn something to look at on that last possession. Weren't able to control the puck for much time of possession, whereas the Sun Devils have been doing a great job keeping the puck down in GCU territory. Ref blows the whistle dead as the puck worked its way up that far side wall. Looked like nearly even got into either of the team's boxes over there. Substitutions around. 2:42 left to go in the second period. The Camelback Cup. Arizona State leads 2-1 right now. Facing off at Grand Canyon territory on that left dot. It looks like Gross is set to go for the Sun Devils. It's Henriksen for Grand Canyon. With it for GCU right here, that's Butler. Now ringing around. Teams fighting for possession here. GCU pokes it. They clear the ice.
That was your breakout chance for the Lopes, and you just dump it in, and you end up getting an icing call out of it and having to keep these 5 on the ice here. Not exactly what you're trying to see when you're looking for an equalizer with 2:20 to go here in the second.
Not ideal for Grand Canyon on that icing call whatsoever. This unit has been doing a relatively good job, but no need for the icing without the substitution, as they will stay out there. Olsen trying to punch it left side. The goal gets absolutely poked out of its poles. And Kabrinsky just standing in the crease, but no net behind him right
It
now.
looks like Henriksen laid the boom on Matthew Gross. I'm not sure what happened there, but yeah, that hit definitely moved the goal, and Kabrowski just looks confused, waiting for his goal to be put back.
Understandably so. I mean, as the goalie, you kind of want to have a goal to protect. And it somehow...
There he is, looking back. Normal spot for Kabrowski. He's back in his element.
So the Sun Devils in the middle third right here, poking out one's Olsen towards right wing for Gross. Gross, a beautiful pass in front of goal, shot. That one missed just barely by Butler.
What a hit Pelletry laid on Matthew Gross. Matthew Gross ate the hit and kept going. Just ran straight through that hit like it was nothing.
Now Gross crossing puck along the ice. They have it back ice right here, trying to get across the blue line, or even getting that middle third. Here's Gross swinging it left. Boy, does he put some zip on his passes. Gets it to Butler. Flying over the left wing, getting behind the goal. But it's stolen. Double teamed by Grand Canyon's defense right there. Thomas works it up the left side, passes it up for Nelson. Nelson smashed by Marchant. And Butler now has it for Arizona State. GCU fighting back for the possession. A nice check right there from Nelson. A nice check right there from Hanson. Now right wing. Here's Grand Canyon ringing it around. No Antelopes to connect with that one. 1:10 left to go in the second period. Marchant zipping it down.
Good
Poked
stop
away
there
by
by
Huffer.
Yeah, good stop there by Huffer in the middle of the ice, being able to stop, because ASU's offense is absolutely running on all cylinders right now, up and down the ice like nobody's business. GCU needs to put some shots on Glenn here. Dimitro's the only one who's been getting shots been put on him. GCU needs to move down this ice like we're seeing right now. We see Jack Dolan, first time on the ice, he falls.
Dolan gets hit pretty hard right there, but a wraparound opportunity for Ben Oakland. Just didn't quite get it down. And now the Sun Devils shot scores! Brady Franklin, his first of the season, the defender. Scores opportunity on the midfield end. Arizona State in the transition. Goes up 3-1. With under a minute to play in the second period.
You know, Savitsky,
One more time.
Savitsky just had his chance one-on-one with Kabritsky and just went to the left side. Awesome goal there for Savitsky. And now it's a massive hole for the Lopes, down 3-1 with just under 30, with a tenth of a second under 30 seconds here remaining in the second.
Yeah, and talking about this GC offense, that's like the fourth or fifth time that they have had to move. They've been doing wraparounds around the net, but no one's been there to connect on these passes.
And major apologies to Sovivsky, who just had a major goal. I thought it was the defender, Grady Franklin, at first, but nonetheless, Sovivsky's first goal of the season. It would have been the same case either way. You're talking about a defender that saw his opportunity. He get confused, but what a moment for the kid. Goes up 3-1. Now under 20 seconds to play in the second period. The face-off on the right dot in ASU territory, won by the Sun Devils. Working up ice right here is Kennedy. Rings it around. Oh, a shot from deep left wing right there. Can't get past the layer of GCU defense. They clear the ice. That would be the Antelopes. As the second period comes to a conclusion, the Sun Devils were able to tack 2 goals. One from Matthew Gross, one from Danilo Savitsky. And that is how they go up 3-1. Entering the final period of the Camelback Cup. Hayden, Cooper, the Sun Devils looking pretty good in that last period.
Yeah, absolutely. This was the Sun Devils period. They absolutely manhandled the offensive side, manhandled the defensive side. Nate Glenn just sat there perfectly, nothing, like 4 or 5 shots on him, and Dimitro was just getting pelted over and over and over again. That's not what you want to see from this GCU team.
Absolutely not, Caden. I think one thing that if you're Danny Roy and the Lopes that you need to adjust to for the third period is ensure that you're getting offensive pressure on Glenn there. You can't just have wraparounds that are missing with missed opportunities in front of the net. Matthew Gross, absolutely disgusting. He collects his 7th on the year, and that's exactly what you want to see out if you're the Sun Devils. Now, if you're Kabritsky, understanding that you let one go, it happens. That's what all goaltenders go through at some point. And as you look into the third period, you want to give Kabritsky more time to rest. There was a lot of offensive pressure that was seen on the ASU side and relatively none on Glenn. If you can get some chances in front of the net, this is an easily winnable game for either team, and we could see overtime here tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Both of these teams, elite. Grand Canyon, number 11 in the nation, but the Sun Devils are able to attack a 3-1 lead going on into the third period. It should be 15 minutes on the clock for intermission, but you have been listening to ASU ACHA Hockey on the ASU ACHA Hockey YouTube channel. We'll be right back for your third period of action.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
evening and welcome back to Mullet Arena here in Tempe, Arizona. You are tuned in to ASU ACHA Hockey on the ASU ACHA Hockey YouTube channel for tonight's matchup between the number 11 Grand Canyon Antelopes, who are 6-3-0 on the season, and the unranked Arizona State Sun Devils, 3-4-1 on the season, have a 3-1 advantage going into the third period. Just a minute until intermission between the second and third period comes to a close. Alongside Caden Van Bagen and Cooper Kelsey, I'm Josh Melby. Fellas, an exciting game so far, a real exciting game so far. The Sun Devils definitely had the Antelopes number in the second period, but in the first period you could see why Grand Canyon is the number 11 team in the nation and why they have a chance going into this third period. And as for Arizona State, you could really see what they're trying to do on home ice here in that second period.
Yeah, absolutely. I think exciting is an understatement. This has been such an electric game so far, and the start of that second period, I could tell that it was going to be ASU's period. They started hot. They started quick. Within a couple minutes, there's already multiple shots on goal. Their defense was playing so well. It was just a stonewall on the front. GCU could not get past it all. GCU's passes and GCU's shots were going wayward, and Nate Glenn was just sitting pretty. He literally could have made a cup of tea in the goalie net, and there was nothing that GCU could have done against the ASU team. I'm hoping in this period, GCU is able to get a quicker start like the ASU did in the second period, get the shots on goal, give Owen Hansen and Michael Schwartz the ability to make these plays they need to do to win this game.
Could have made a cup of tea in the net for Nate Glenn. I like that a lot. Caden, I mean, Arizona State's defense was at a large lockdown if Grand Canyon had any opportunities in that second period. But like you said, you can expect some more opportunity out of GCU in this last one.
Absolutely, Caden. And I think exactly what you said about Owen Hansen and Michael Schwartz. You have to get your scorers on the board. If you're going to come back with this 3-1 deficit, 2 goals in 20 minutes, we'll see what happens. Just ready for the third period puck drop. It'll be Hansen in the circle alongside with Ben Chase, and that faceoff will be won by the Sun Devils. Dumped into the offensive zone. Lund will intercept and send it into the neutral zone for Oakland. Lund regains possession. Here comes Hansen up the center. From the point, left wing shot by Ben Oakland is gloved down by Glenn.
I already like what I'm seeing from GCU offense here, and I'm not a superstitious guy, but it looks like we do tend to play harder when ASU's on this side of the ice rink.
You know what? That's exactly what I'm thinking too. It's always when you're going away from your bench, you seem to play harder because you can't see much. Oakland retains possession for the Lopes off that faceoff. Trischler collects in the corner. Here's Hansen from the right wing. He slides one, wanted to go 5-hole, that was gloved again by Glenn. 30 seconds gone by in this third period.
So Glenn off rip, tracking down the puck on a couple deep shots. Grand Canyon yet to really get in front one-on-one with Glenn, which is a more likely opportunity. But we know that Grand Canyon has some scoring ability from all ends of the rink, and getting 2 quick shots off within 30 seconds of the third period is an excellent job.
Yeah, exactly. Amazingly said, Josh. If GCU can keep this up, and it'd be perfect for them in this third period. Looks like ASU is going to go on a little run here towards Demetrio.
Yeah, and Trischler will collect behind Demetrio as GCU looks to break out one more time. It'll be a 3-on-2 here, but Tabaco cannot contain possession, and the Lopes will have to reset in the neutral zone. Offside will be called as Thomas carried it into the zone. Just a little miscommunication and mistake there from the captain.
Yeah, that's what it's been this whole game. That's the definition of this game so far. Mistake, miscommunication, and loss of control. GCU's offense needs to keep the puck on their stick, but move up this ice and get some goals.
Wardis and Gross step into the right face-off circle in the neutral zone. That was retained by Gross. Here comes Marchant now sliding it across, and it will be collected behind the Lopes goal. Looking to break out one more time, but nothing really going as Marchant collects in the free zone. Here's the captain, Thomas, now. Tapped down by Wardis. Serchik will dump it into the ASU zone, where it is collected and sent back around, ring around the Rosie. Jack Thomas can't corral it and keep it in the zone. Lopes Got to get some more action down there on Glenn. He's sitting once again. Here's Dolan. We've seen a little bit more of him in these second and third periods. That's another goal scorer that you have to watch out for. Dolan has 1 goal and an assist on the year, but he's a tone setter, which is exactly what you want to see in this third period.
Yeah, absolutely, Coop. Like we said in the game where GCU played against U of A, Dolan is their tone setter. On the ASU side, you got Connor Squirry, who's their tone setter. Dolan is the exact same way. Lays the lumber, knows how to set the tone, run him up and fill him in.
Good breakout opportunity there for the Lopes. Michael Schwartz and Evan Layden. Layden with a goal, the lone goal here for the Lopes on that power play early in the first period. Ukele now retreats with Huffer. And Huffer, the stellar junior out of Eagle River, Alaska. Hockey shot. There's Schwartz. Wanted to go 5-hole. That was blocked. Lopes will regain possession in the neutral zone. Trishler swings it around the boards. Ricochet style comes right back to that center line. Here's Trishler once again looking to tap it into the zone. Got to see more pressure from the Lopes here. They've just been playing tippy-tap once again. There's a chance now. Michael Pelletier. And we'll have a stoppage in play. It'll be a tripping.
Tripping call on Grand Canyon, if I had to guess, based off of...
That'll be the Sun Devils.
My apologies on that one.
No.
I mean, the Sun Devils in at Mullet Arena, they immediately started playing the Bad Boys theme song, and I had to figure.
Yeah. You know, sometimes Ryan Quest will just get the most of people. Going on them side quests as Oakland wins the far side face-off. Good shot there from Owen Hansen that deflects off of Glenn into the back glass. Here's Thomas on the right wing now. Slides it over across the point to Yaket, who takes it to the point. Looking to go from deep. Thomas once he is no good. That one went straight into the gut of the ASU defenseman. Now from the point. Here's Yaket. He missed. Could not get a good stick handle. ASU bench goes crazy off of that clearing attempt.
Yeah, what an absolute defensive play by Trevor Kennedy there on the ASU side forward. He put his body on the line, took the puck to the chest, and was able to clear it back out. Amazing defensive stop there from that ASU team on this GCU power play.
This is a monumental power play here for the Lopes if they want to get a chance and keep this game at 1 goal. 2 goals with under 15 minutes remaining may start to seem like a tall task as Owen Hansen carries it into the zone. You've got to see more of a dump puck if you want to have scoring chances. There's Ukele fighting for it along the far side circle. Here's Husby. Husby from the right wing. He takes and walks it in. Chance in front from Oakland. They got tipped away and poked out by Glenn, and the Sun Devils will clear with 45 seconds to go on this Lopes power play. Ukele now looks to make one more stretch for the Lopes. Layden, the lone goal for the Lopes on the power play. He's got it from the right dot. Ukele now in the point, working it to the right wing. Lopes have got to apply pressure inside. No screenshot. Chipped in front. Chance by Michael Schwartz that just got sent off the right stick, and that may kill off this penalty.
What a penalty kill from the Sun Devils if they can get these next 10 seconds.
Schwartz going up the left wing on one last rush with 7 seconds. Schwartz retreats once again. Nothing going here on the power play, and that will kill it off. Husby from the right wing, though, sees chance in front. Another tip by Ukele, and Schwartz fanned on it. Layden now, and Husby will keep it in the zone. We've got a ASU defenseman down. It may be the groin area.
It looks like...
Could be Keaton Tonjays.
Absolutely, Josh. Looks like Keaton Tonya is injured on the ice, behind the red line, behind the goalie box. I'm not sure what happened.
The sophomore out of Gilbert, Arizona, like you said. Cooper, it's around the groin area, really grabbing that, has his right knee up.
I think
to be on
he
that
also
right
got
groin area.
possibly cut in the hand off the skate of Husby when he went into that charge, or at least got something on his wrist.
Yeah,
but
gloves have came off for him over there. I mean, a lot was going on right in front of that Arizona State goal, and Tonya is just getting caught up in the whole mess and clearly in pain as he slowly skates on back to the bench.
For sure. Definitely not something you want to see. Hockey is a physical game, but seeing somebody get hurt is never a good sight.
Especially with the skate included, that's not at all what you want to see in this game. But stellar defense from ASU. You had Schwartz, Tritzler, and I'm pretty sure it was Wardis or Hansen literally basically inside the net there, and there was nothing that they could do. They had some tip-ups, some shot ins, but nothing could happen.
Yeah, so we will go to the right side dot of Glenn as ASU will win the faceoff. That was number 9, Jake King. He's got 7 points on the year, and that one is cleared by the Sun Devils. Lund will go chase it behind his own net as he gets stopped against his own board. Here's Chadwick now who dumps it in once again. Lopes have got to get some more offensive possessions with 5.5 minutes eclipsed in this third period. Dolan now ricochets it around the boards to Wardis, who collects and dumps it for Serchik. And in the far corner, ASU will turn it over. That will be an icing call that is waved off. Dolan now looking to go chase that into the far side half wall. Looking to go lay some boom. Good turnover there. Good chance by number 19, Caden Henriksen. And he had a good look off that turnover, just couldn't connect. Now GCU containing in their own zone, in the ASU zone. That one's getting fought for right near the ASU backup netminder. Here comes ASU off the break, and they will clear and make a change, and icing will be called. So ASU will have to maintain their same lineup.
They do. Yeah, no, they'll continue to keep the lineup in here after that icing right there, but it does give the Sun Devils a little bit of a breather. They've had a lot of possession in their territory, this third possession, particularly.
Absolutely. Caden.
Yeah, absolutely. But even though GCU's had the puck on the other side of the blue line in ASU's territory, they're still looking slow and sloppy. This GCU offense is looking tired. Hopefully that they can pick up the tempo, pick up the passing, and just keep control and put a puck in the goal.
Absolutely. With playmakers like Hansen and Schwartz on the GCU side, you have to look to get some momentum going into these final 10 minutes of the third period. Get something going for you as a shot is deflected towards Kubritsky, and a high stick will be called, so we will stop play. Faceoff will come to the right of Kubritsky.
So this will be just another opportunity for the Sun Devils right here to maintain, like I said earlier, the possession's mostly been in Arizona State territory. Right here on this right dot, just past the blue line, Sun Devils really fighting to establish the possession, and just they need to kill the rest of this game with a 3-1 victory.
For sure, as Nelson fires it in towards Oakland. It gets away from him, but he will go chase it, try and get a stolen possession out here. Nelson collects on the half wall, short corner, and collected by Olsen behind his own net. Here's a Nelson chance in front, goes off the crossbar. Really good chance from the point, and ASU will break out one-on-one. Good turnover and chance there. That's the first real scoring chance we have seen for the Lopes in a long time. Caden.
Yeah, absolutely. Nelson just shot the puck, just missed high barely on the top of the crossbar, but I love what GCU did on the transition, being able to get back on defense and stop the fast break on the ice from the ASU offense.
For sure. Here comes Kelton Chadwick, the defenseman, as Layden now with Husby. Husby, 1-T from the right wing. Wanted to go 5-hole once again, and that one will deflect up into the stands. Go get that puck.
Nelson and Husby both having a chance to make some big plays right there. Nelson, I mean, the kid was looking for only his third goal of this season, and Husby looking for a second, both in crunch time of this game. So close, yet so far for the two Antelopes.
Absolutely, Josh. I think GCU needs to get a goal in the next couple minutes if they want to have a real shot to win this game.
I'd have to agree with you on that one, Caden.
going 6-on-5 later in the third period is manageable with 1 goal, but a 2-goal deficit, not what you want. Here comes Layden up the right wing now, looking to make something happen. He leaves it for Trischler. He misses on the pass, wanted to find Schwartz, but he got tied up with Matt Kaler, who has a goal for the ASU Sun Devils on the year, and icing will be called, so the Lopes will have to reset with no change.
Now the Sun Devils bringing in their new lineup, a bit of fresh legs right here. 11-11 on the clock in the third period.
Make a wish.
The Sun Devils are wishing to pull this one out with no scare. The Lopes are looking to give them a little bit of a scare on Halloween Eve right now.
Face-off tipped by Trischler, but won by the Sun Devils. They will look to maintain pressure behind. Here's Gross, who slides it out to Chadwick, and they will have to regroup in the safe area. Here comes Schwartz now. Schwartz with a chance. Look to go backhand that just missed high. Husby looked as well, but Glenn was there and ready. Lopes have got to find some pressure here, Caden. Surchik and Nelson now from their own zone. Here's Ukele and Dolan. Dolan lost possession. Ukele regains for the Lopes. Puck is just sitting there. Lots of missed opportunities late in this midway through this third period. Here's Wardis and Surchik now. Cleared by ASU to the center. And here goes Austin Cameron.
How about Kelton Chadwick on the other end for the Sun Devils, just kind of stepping up, a big freshman making big defensive plays.
Absolutely, Josh. And we see GCU on the run here, looking like a 2-on-2. Let's see if they can convert here.
Wardis fans on that one, but he gets a rebound chance. It goes off the side of the net. I saw the bottle pop up. I thought that went in short side.
As the bottle popped up, there was definitely a chance. It was just a little bit behind the net. GCU couldn't get an angle on the other end.
Yeah, good defense there from Jack Thomas behind his net, working on Jake King. Lopes have got to clear the zone and get another rush going here. Getting later in this third period. Marchant now from the left wing. That goes off the glass. Jake King wanted to go short side. It slides across. Back to Marchant to the point. Here is Chase. Good hit by Jack Thomas on Jake King. Here's Sequeri now in the far quarter. Lopes got to get it out of the zone. Take some pressure off of Kubritsky. Put some pressure on Glenn. Looking to break out 2-on-2 now. Here's Oakland. Soft hands from the man. Oakland is non-existent. Marchant now. Oakland from the slot. Good chance in front. There, Nelson was sitting there waiting.
Savivsky, a great deflection, has one of 3 goals for the Sun Devils, but
Tabacal from the left wing. He walks it in on Glenn. Scramble in front of the net. Surchik gains possession. Here's Nelson from the slot. Fired in just left of the goal. Tyler Huffer from the slot. Exactly what you want to see. High on the point. Now Sun Devils will enter into the Lope zone. That one will deflect and go towards the Sun Devil red line. No icing as it was tipped. Lopes looking to maintain pressure. That should be an icing, and it will be. ASU head coach is arguing that the players beat it. 8:06 remaining here in this third and final period, unless we see 2 massive goals from the Lopes to go to overtime.
Absolutely, Coop. 8:06, like you said, left in this third period. 29 shots on goal for the GCU Lopes, while sitting with ASU's 22. So while GCU is winning the shots on goal category, ASU's been able to convert more and more. It looks like the refs are talking about what's going on here.
Now, a lot on the line for Grand Canyon University. Just about a week ago, they're number 10 in the nation, and they dropped their last game. Looking likely that they dropped 2 straight. That will only further plummet.
So they actually lost the first game against Colorado and then picked up a win on Sunday. But still, as you're saying, going into this weekend, you have to pick up one of these 2 games.
And being such a highly ranked team, and if you are able to step into Mullet Arena, that's a staple win. That further proves your high ranking.
For sure, Husby wins that center ice faceoff. as Schwartz will dump it back in towards a high stick was wanted there for the Sun Devils. A scrum in front of the net is laid and got laid out. He's laying down in front of Glenn. Glenn poking a little fun. Don't poke the bear. And mess with the ball, you're going to get the horns. And the GCU Lopes could use some of that right now.
Absolutely, Coop. I'm liking what I see from GCU offense. I just would love to see them convert on a goal here. Schwartz
sure.
with the puck, passes it up to Ukele.
Ukele from the point, goes left wing. Here's Husby short side. Can't find one. Right into the glove of Glenn. And it'll be frozen, so it'll go to the right side for a offensive zone face-off.
So Glenn's done a great job this period. I mean, everything that's really come his way that he's able to, he's gotten a glove on. Now, GCU did have a shot early on in the period that was just high towards the top crossbar. He couldn't get the net on that, but just an unfortunate break for Grand Canyon and not see that one through the back of the net.
Absolutely. GCU wins the faceoff shot, blocked by Glenn.
And there he is once more. I mean, just doing his job in the crease for the Sun Devils right now.
What I will say is I do love the GCU quick shot there. Right off the faceoff, quick shot, trying to get something in. But Glenn's playing phenomenal right now and he's got a block. Coop?
Absolutely, guys. Glenn has been fantastic with that .905 save percentage. Much more to show for it tonight, only allowing 1 goal on 31 shots. Just over 7 minutes to go here in the third period as Jack Thomas will retreat to go into the own zone and collect that icing call. Lopes will have another offensive zone face-off.
So the Lopes, they need to get going fast right here. Under 7 minutes to play in this game. Face-off happening in Arizona State territory right now. You kind of expect the same thing off of the last one. A quick shot off the face-off. If you're able to get it into possession instantly for Grand Canyon. Unable to do that, however.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better, Josh. That's what you want to see from that GCU offense. It looks like they're playing patty cake there on the far side.
Yeah, and out of the scramble will come the Sun Devils. Here comes Austin Cameron now, who enters in with Squarey. He's been less productive on the defensive side here, but he's had a couple good scoring chances. Good numbers for the Lopes. That's not what you want to see. 5:30 to go here in this third period. Man, I can't believe I just said first period. This game has flown by.
It's been a little bit longer. It has flown by, an exciting one.
But big hit right there.
And a broken stick for Caden Butler. He'll just go collect on the bench. Layden now looking to break out in the neutral zone. He slides it across. Free puck for Chase. Olsen, excuse me. That one fired in on Kubritsky, but it was nowhere on net. 4:55 to go in this third period. Kaimi Ram. Here's a chance now for Kaler, but it was shot wide right. A tip, though, that went back towards the net. Big hit on Chadwick. That might be a charge. Nelson laid the boom. Let's give a quick replay That was right here in front of the blue line.
And
He
that's
came in, boom! Chadwick was looking to glove that puck down, and Nelson said, I'm here, hello.
underclassmen on underclassmen crime right there. Nelson, only a sophomore, but 6'4", 190. That'll leave us staying on 6 foot. Chadwick right there, only a freshman.
And it
Took the
looks
hit
like
like a champ.
it looks like Braden Husby went off the ice limping. I'm not sure what happened. It looks like he just left on the GCU side of the rink, limping off the ice. It looks like a pretty bad injury. I'm not sure what happened right there, but Braden Husby has limped off the ice.
Neutral zone faceoff from the right dot is won by the Lopes. Dolan will go chase it into the short corner. He lays it, boom, and the stick goes flying. Chance wanted another one. Dolan on the far side, half wall, looking to keep it in the zone, centering Chance, but Kiner was not aware. Dolan lays another one. Oh no. Olsen, play has got to be stopped. Olsen is flat. This play has got to be stopped. He is out cold. Dolan put Olsen out cold. That is not a sight to see.
Olsen laying on his back as the team surrounds him. A huge hit right there, no doubt about it, from Jack Dolan.
Another look as Olsen went to go look at it, and Dolan comes in and absolutely squashes his head against that glass, and it's going to be trying to get some more information on Olsen, and we will keep you posted.
That's a scary sight to see. I know we talked about how this game is going to be really tense and physical game, but that's not what you want to see from a GCU player or any ACU player at that matter. Scary hit, and it happens in hockey. That's a really scary hit. Prayers up, and we hope he'll be perfectly okay.
Prayers up, and hopefully he's all right. That's really all you can say in a situation like this one, a physical game. But it seems as if it will be some time until
we see Jack Dolan again.
That's for sure. There is no question about that. He won't be returning for the rest of the game.
Yeah, unfortunately, just a big hit that had to happen.
We will take a break over this injury as both teams figure out what's going on.
It does appear that Olsen does have his hand moving. We have seen some sight. Once again, the medical staff for the ASU hockey team is tending to Olsen. We will once again keep you posted.
folks, it's a good sign. We see him moving his legs and hands, but it looks like Tempe Fire Department's going to come out, put him on a stretcher, and get him off the ice. But it's good that he's been moving his hands and stuff, so it's a good sight to see. But like we said, really scary hit.
Olsen is up off of his back. Another good sight to see. He is mobile. Again, Tempe Fire Department and the ASU medical team will continue to tend to him.
Yeah, that's a good sight to see that he's able to sit up on his own, get the breathing flowing back into his lungs and stuff. And yeah, just a scary sight to see, but a good sight that fire department is here and the medic team is here to help him.
For sure. Once again, Jack Dolan will go on a 5-minute major for the remainder of this third period after that blow. As we see here, ladies and gentlemen, Olsen has risen to his feet. Great sight to see. Regained that consciousness as he will skate towards the locker room.
Yeah,
Prayers will be up for him tonight for sure.
yeah, Coop. That's beautiful to see. Doesn't need a stretcher, but skating with little help off the ice, but skating at a pretty decent speed, and I'm glad he was able to get up and skate pretty well.
For sure. So the Sun Devils will go on the power play for the remainder of this game. 4:05 to go. Again, huge hole for the Lopes. Will we see a couple shorthanded chances?
Especially now with, yeah, like you said, shorthanded chances. Jack Dolan has that major. He's going to be out for this whole game. Has this 5-minute major, 4 minutes left in this game, puts them completely at a standstill. But it looks like Henriksen is in the box.
So it's a 5-minute major misconduct, which will be served by Henriksen as Dolan has been disqualified for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and just a really tough loss for the Sun Devils. That's the captain, senior captain in Kate Olsen, and with the situation 3-1, it just sucks at that point when the game's coming to a close. And I tell you what, the energy's just been sucked out of Mullet Arena.
Yeah.
And the rest of this game's almost going to feel like a bit of a drag. The Antelopes looking, they're going to have to turn it around after what was such an energy drainer. They're going to have to find a way, both teams, to growl some energy right here.
Yeah.
For sure. Gross will take a chance. 1T off of the right pad of Kubritsky. Good chance there off the slot from Solovosky, or Quest, excuse me. Lopes will go make a change, and again, they are on a penalty kill for the remainder of this game. You have Jack Thomas, Ben Oakland, Gabe Trischler, and Owen Hansen, your full scoring studs for the Lopes. Here comes Gross, who gets a nice clean shoulder check up the blue line, and that one will be cleared.
Yeah, Josh, like you said earlier, they need a mood switch. They need a momentum switch, but it's going to be hard to do. Like Coop just said, it's a full 4-on-5 to finish out this game.
Yeah, the 4-on-5 will make it extra difficult. Quite frankly, after the last 10 minutes that we spent here at Mullet, it's almost time. This is only the first game of the series.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's almost time to wrap this one up. Get focused on, you boys will be covering in Prescott the game Saturday, November 1st.
Yeah, absolutely. Up in Prescott Valley with the Grand Canyon College Hockey Classic. Absolutely beautiful up in Prescott Valley at Finlay Toyota Center. So I can't wait to continue this 7-game series with the second game up in Prescott, Arizona.
For sure. As the linesman comes over collecting new puck from the PA box. Looks like it's going to be Dolan. Excuse me. That will be Kiner who would step into the circle, and Newland now takes possession from the left wing. He slides it around to Friesen. Newland now on the half wall in the short corner for the Sun Devils in the offensive zone, and the Lopes are just in conservative mode with 2:10 to go. We will keep an eye on Kubritsky. It's not likely we'll see him come out of that net, though.
Yeah.
Especially being down 2.
I don't see a point to take him out of the net. Down 2 with 2 minutes left in this game. I don't see a point to make it an open net and have another shot for ASU to put a puck in the back of the net. So I think we're just going to keep it here with a 5-on-4.
No, for sure, especially with wanting to build momentum going into Saturday. Don't want to allow more goals and just keep up this penalty kill to build off of that and maybe possibly get a couple shorthand chances down here on Glenn.
For sure. Looks like we got a full switch here. We got Tritzler coming in, Lund coming in, Owen Hansen coming in, and finally the last one, Michael Schwartz, number 43, coming in for this final minute 18 in the game.
Here is Newland corralling it and leaving it for Kelton Chadwick behind the ASU net. Once again, just trying to kill off this last minute of playtime as we wrap up tonight.
1 minute left. Looks like Matthew Gross is back on the ice. He was just subbed off and subbed back in super quickly. Let's see what ASU can do with this final minute.
Schwartz may want to go on a breakout chance with Hansen. Here's Trishler calling for the puck in the point. Hansen, first offensive pressure we've seen from the Lopes, but that one's turned over. 40 seconds to go in this game. And that is likely going to wrap it up here from Mullet.
So at this point, the Sun Devils will take the 1-0 lead on the series. But, fellas, I just want to welcome you to Mullet Arena as we close up this game. Both Cooper and Caden coming out of GCU. They've been covering the hockey team all season, and to broadcast this game alongside you two here on ASU, ACHA Hockey's YouTube channel. I mean, just an absolute blast of a game.
Yeah, absolutely. Warm welcoming here in Mullet Arena. Not the outcome that the Lopes would like to see, but it's been great being able to cover this Lopes electric offense, electric team, and I'm excited to go up with them in Prescott Valley and see what they can do.
For the Sun Devil faithful listening to the channel, the Sun Devils do take down the Antelopes 3-1 in the Camelback Cup Game 1. These two teams will face off once more on Saturday, November 1st at 7:35 p.m. precisely, I believe, in Prescott, Arizona. And Sun Devils have a chance to go up 2-0 for the Sun Devil faithful listening at home. As for the Antelopes, as for your Antelopes,
Yeah.
they have a chance to knot it back up and continue up the rankings. A huge win for the Sun Devils against the number 11.
Yeah, absolutely huge win. Like you said, first game of this Camelback Cup, and they made that statement win. 3-1, absolutely handled second and third period. Didn't even look like GCU was in the game for the second and third period. What a beautiful way to end the game. And it looks like they're going to come center ice and talking. It looks like they're getting a quick prayer. I love to see this ASU team come in. You see some hugs between the team. You know it's a really tense and physical game, but at the end it's all love, and it looks like they're coming together to pray, which is awesome.
Absolutely, Caden. Josh, thank you again for welcoming us into your booth. It was a blast. We look forward to possibly doing some more games with you. And once again, thank you guys all for tuning in. And tune in Saturday to the AZ Media website, AZ Sports Hockey website, for the coverage on that game. As for Cooper Kelsey
And Caden Van Bagen.
And Josh Melby.
thank you guys for tuning in. And this has been ASU ACHA College Hockey. Signing off for now.
Have a good night, everyone.